Well, hello guys and gals, and welcome to LSPDFR inside of GTA 5 with me, Mr. Moose. And yes, I did say LSPDFR, so in case you're confused and wondering why I'm in Franklin's house, well, basically I'm going to start from the very beginning and show you guys how you actually get involved with LSPDFR, because I was under the impression that if I put in all the mods for LSPDFR, launched it using the Rage Hook, that I would automatically jump into a police station and be a cop and everything would be wonderful. But that's not actually how it works. So if you load into the game right now and you've never seen how to do it, you might be a little misled and a little confused and not sure what you're supposed to do from this point. So I'm going to walk you through it. And to begin with, we have to look at our map. If you notice on our map, I've got all these little shields with stars on them now that you normally wouldn't have in GTA 5. Those are all your police stations. And that is where you have to go in order to get LSPDFR to kick in on the game. And if you notice right here on the map, there is a police station right down for me. So if I wanted to go downtown and get involved in the Bronx area, I could go ahead and just head on over to this police station. I could go carjack a car and drive down there. I could use the trainer to spawn a car in or whatever. And that would be fine, but that's not where I want to patrol today. I want to go up into the Paleto Bay area and work up it there. So, and I know that that particular location is right here. So if I zoom in a little bit to this police station, right outside of it, I'm going to put a waypoint in, and I'll explain that in just a second. So click there, double click on the map, put in a waypoint, and now I've got a place that I can go so I can get into the whole LSPDFR mod. Now there's several ways I could get there. Again, I could go steal a car and go there. I could use the trainer to spawn in a car. I can use the trainer to teleport there. Now what is the trainer? The trainer, if I hit F3, brings up a menu. This is called Simple Trainer. It gives me a whole lot of functionality within the game. I can go into vehicle options, repair my vehicle, and do a lot of different things. I can spawn in a vehicle, so if I wanted to spawn a police car in, I could. Or I can teleport, and teleport is what we are going to do because we have a long distance to cover. By clicking the teleport, you'll see I have a whole bunch of different locations I could go to, but one of them says teleport to waypoint, and that's what we are going to do. Click and pow, we are now in Paleto Bay. If we look around, we're at the Los Santos County Sheriff's Department in Paleto Bay. So that's where we wanted to be, and now we can just go and get ready for LSPDFR. To do that, we just go to the police station, and each police station is going to be a little bit different for where you go to activate. Some of them may be right here at the door. If you go to the one right down the street from Franklin's house, it's going to be right when you go into the main door. When you get right here, it's going to activate. So if you go to some of these other ones and it doesn't activate immediately, go inside, just kind of wander around, and you're going to find a place where you get a prompt that says press your D-pad to enter the sheriff stations and go on duty. Once you do that, you're now going to activate the LSPDFR mod. It will swing around like so, and you will know that you are now ready to get going. It will pop us into a loadout screen. We'll get to customize our character, and we'll get going with taking police calls. I thought I would show you all that because this is a whole lot of stuff that you never see people do in their videos. So I thought I would show that to you today because I'd never seen anybody do it, and I've been watching a ton of videos. And everybody always starts out in their patrol car already and going. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the dirtier side to the game that you don't always see with some of the behind-the-scenes stuff like the trainer. So how you can repair your vehicle, because again, you don't see that. You see these guys do their police chases, the chase ends, they edit it, and you see their next scenario go, and you don't realize what they did behind the scenes to go ahead and repair their car and stuff like that. I had no idea how to repair my car the first time I tore it up. Or if you run way away from your car, you can actually teleport back to it or teleport it to you. So yeah, so anyways. Alright, so here we are in our character selector. We can select what agency we want to be with. Sheriff's Department. We can be with a Park Ranger Service, Highway Patrol, Air Support, Noose, FIB, IA, DOA. So yeah, you can see there's several different agencies you can be involved with. We're doing the Sheriff's Department today because that's what I want to do. And you can go ahead and customize your character. We're gonna do this guy here. I can change his shirt to one with long sleeves and a tie. Then I can come down to gear. I can really don't see a whole lot of change on this guy, other than it. You can put him in to a bulletproof vest, and honestly, sometimes I think that looks tacky, but honestly, I think I almost want to start using it because I've gotten shot so many times it's not even funny. Props, you can give them some sunglasses, different hats. In this case, it's mainly just sunglasses and hats. You can do the cowboy hat, or you can do the stiff upper lid. I'm gonna look for some sunglasses and a hat. Come on, there we go. We get the Bono glasses and the hat. Okay, I can handle that. All right, next screen is going to give us vehicles that we can do. You've got your city police cars. Then you've got your highway. You've got your county cruisers. Then you've got state police, some undercover stuff, and then you've got a jet. Okay, so we're gonna go with the county SUV because I just kind of like the SUV. Everybody in my area has gone to SUVs, so that's one of the reasons why I thought I would go with the SUV. You can tell I've reskinned mine, so it's not the basic white that everybody has or the white black that everybody has. I found this particular skin out there. I liked it. There's actually a green and white skin that if I can figure out how to get it modded in, I'm gonna use it. Let me say this about the mods in this game. Before we get to play it, I'm just going to go over a few things. Modding this game is no simple task. If you're going to do it, plan on spending 3-4 hours to mod it because there's a lot to it. You got to put a mod in, launch the game, test the mod, go back out. Put your next mod in, launch the game, test the mod. It's not drop and drag either. You're actually going to have to use some editing software to go in and edit the files that are within the game, to add textures and change vehicle textures, add in models and things like that. So it's quite extensive on it. It took me about 4 hours to get all the mods that I have in up and running and functioning properly. So alright, with that said, we're going to start our patrol, and I will go ahead and tell you my experiences in this game tend to end up in utter chaos just as quick as they get started. So usually I end up in some sort of big shootout. I usually end up getting killed at some point. Yeah, it's crazy. I responded on an assault call the other day, which is basically you show up. The scenario is you have a complainant who's been assaulted. You interview them. They usually have a witness there. You get the witness's story. Then they point you towards the assailant. You talk to him, and usually you end up arresting him and moving on, unless like somebody had some warrants and you arrest them as well. It's usually pretty straightforward. So I'm doing it the other day. I roll up on there, interview the complainant. She tells me that she got hit. The witness tells me, dude hit her. I go interview dude. He gives me his ID and everything. I go to arrest him. And as soon as I go to arrest him and go through the arrest cycle, the chick and the witness gang up on me and start beating on me. I end up having to pull my gun and shoot both of them. Meanwhile, the guy who supposedly did the assault doesn't even bother me. It's like one of those, he beat me, don't you arrest him? Yeah, it was crazy. So like I said, my stuff usually ends up being in utter chaos. So yeah, we're just gonna cruise around. If we see something, we'll respond to it. We'll take some call outs, and we'll just go for it. But again, please note that some of this stuff is going to be absolutely crazy. If you've watched some videos of other people who do this stuff, and their stuff looks flawless, looks like an episode of Cops and everything goes perfect, I don't know how they're doing it. And honestly, they must do a ton of editing, because like I said, 90% of my stuff ends up in utter chaos. I'm shocked I haven't gotten a call out already. Alright, so we're going to turn over here, and if nothing happens here, we're just going to go up here and maybe run traffic and set that up and roll with it. But just as soon as I get set up to do traffic, Chick will call and do a call out, and we'll go respond to it. So the mods I'm running are like, I showed you the trainer, which is pretty much an essential that you need to have in the game. I'm running Fincone's radio. I'm doing a couple of different call out scripts. I'm using the improved physics mod, which the improved physics mod, basically if somebody runs into something, it actually does physical damage to the car, and when it does do that damage, it really messes up the way the car functions, and messes up the vehicle performance. So it's really nice when you're doing car chases, because if a car slams into something, it actually will slow their vehicle down. So it becomes nice when you're doing like a pit maneuver onto it. When you pit them, it will actually mess up their vehicle, and you'll have some issues with it. Alright, so we've ridden around here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the end of this tunnel, and when we get up here at the other end of the tunnel, I'll run some traffic with the radar, which I do have the speed radar installed, and we'll see if we can catch somebody for speeding, and we'll do a traffic stop and see how that goes. My traffic stops, again, utter chaos. I'll go pull somebody over, get their information, run their license, run their registration. I'll go back to finally just write them a simple citation, and the idiots will decide to run from me, and then it ends up into a high-speed pursuit. Somebody ends up getting killed. It's just one of those things. Well, the one thing I'll assure you you're probably going to get to see a lot of in this video is people getting hauled off by the corner. I can pretty much tell you that's going to happen. So anyways, alright, so F5 brings up our radar, and we'll just go ahead and move that over into position, and probably within just a second or two I will end up getting somebody speeding. And there was a 68, there's a Phoenix doing 72. Didn't take long, did it? He pulled over into that other lane. Alright, so we got to get up behind him, blip the car, and I'm doing that you can do that with the shift key, or I'm using the gamepad. I can do that by double tapping my A key. Recon didn't know to do that. I kind of figured it out by accident, and it makes it really nice. And the cop right here next to him, come on, I got to get up behind him so I can blip him and not wreck him. There we go. And now I can pull this guy over as soon as traffic goes. Of course he moved over into this outside lane. Come on, dude. Nice. Oh, what are you doing? Come on. I like the fact that he at least got over here. Alright, so I'm going to jump out here and pull him over. I've got a traffic mod installed that allows me to... Where's he going? Are you kidding? Now he's going to run from me. Like I said, every traffic stop turns into utter chaos. And I put the traffic limiter on, and yeah. So, okay, now we're in pursuit of this guy. Well, the computer blipped him off. What is going on? See, this is what I don't like about this game. Everything's in beta, and everything messes up, and nothing works out right. He's right up there. I'm gonna go re-blip him again, and we'll pull him over and do the traffic stop. I don't understand what happened that he just drove off and then went from being red as evading to not even active anymore. So let's get up right behind him again. Alright, he's blipped. We're gonna signal to pull over. Alright, come on. I've signaled him to stop. The computer recognizes I signaled him to stop. He needs to do the maneuver to stop. Come on. And of course, everybody here has stopped. Come on, people. Oh, great. Now I got all these cars in front of me. Forget it. I'll put this guy. Because he was driving way too fast anyway, so... Ah, man, this is ridiculous. Oh. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this right here in the middle of the road. I really don't care that I'm blocking up all the traffic. And he ran from me. Like I said, I told you, everything turns into chaos when I do it. So now we got to go chase this guy down. We'll call in for a little assistance to help us out.
Assistance needed on Great Ocean Highway. Respond code 3.
Alright, so we need to turn our siren back on. Since we're going to be running at a high rate of speed here, people are going to pull out in front of me at all points, and it just becomes a swerving match. So we're going to try and catch up with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and call in air support as well.
Attention all units. We have
see if we can catch up with this guy.
Over Paleto Forest.
Air support is en route.
Citizens report a motor vehicle accident on Great Ocean Highway.
This guy just decided to speed up and run as fast as he could. Come on, dude. I'm in pursuit, and you're messing me up. Alright, so we're going to get up behind this guy, and everybody's going to stop right here in the road. I can't believe I didn't wreck there. I don't have any assistance, so I'm going to call again for more backup. Let's see if we can get this guy stopped right there. Alright, we're going to get out. I'm going to get my gun out. And I'm going to tell this guy to get out of the car. Of course, I can't see because everything's messed up. And he ran over me and drove over me, and the utter chaos continues. And I slam into the rail. I love all the chaos in this game. Alright, come on now. Give me my lights. And I'm back on this. Oh, this is awesome. So now we're going to end up back into downtown by the time this is over. And this will end up being an epic pursuit. Because it always does.
We've got an officer in need of assistance in...
Call in a few more air units. Basically, when you get into these pursuits, I find the more units you get involved, the more chaos ensues, but it will get it stopped eventually. Because basically, you just run along until one of them loses their cool and runs him over. Now look, if I don't fall back, that guy will run me over. Alright, come on now. Let's get up here, let's get up here. Oh, there we go. Alright, he's out of the car. I need to get my gun out.
Do we have visual on suspect? Attention all units. Suspect last seen on Great Ocean Highway in Lago Zancudo.
Dispatch, perfect sight.
I was going to try and get over and actually arrest the guy. But yeah, that's not going to happen. So they're going to get him. Cars are going to continue to run us over. And so I'm going to go ahead and, for now, just because it helps things out, I'm going to stop traffic here. And I'm going to go ahead and call for a tow truck to come get his car. And of course, because I was right next to my car, I went into search mode and locked myself in the back of my vehicle. Oh, this is ridiculous. See if I can get out. There we go. I'm out. Put my gun away. I don't need it. Alright, so I'm trying to call for a tow truck. That's not what I meant to do. Call for a tow truck. And it's not going to let me because I'm not standing behind the vehicle looking at the license plate. Let's see if I can get over here, get behind it, and see if I can get a tow truck dispatched. I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep thinking it would be left shoulder and my side button to actually call for a tow truck. And because I'm standing next to that vehicle, I go into the search mode. I just threw my gun over the edge of the bridge. Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Citizens report a motor vehicle accident on Great
Come
Ocean
on.
Highway.
Call for a tow truck. Oh, I thought I was going to jump over the edge here. Well, it's not going to let me call for a tow truck. I've tried. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and clear the scene and just... We'll pretend that the tow truck came and, you know, nothing works right for me, so, oh well. Alright, so clear the scene, let traffic resume, and I'll run into that police car there, move over to the side, and get out of traffic so I can go ahead and repair my vehicle. Which, to repair my vehicle, I'm going to bring up the trainer. I'm going to go to vehicle options, fix vehicle, and all my damage is done. I can turn off all my lights, and we'll go see if we can screw something else up. And that dude is actually still sitting back there on the bridge right now. He's supposed to be in custody, but apparently the other law enforcement officers just left him sitting there on the side of the road. There's nothing I can do. Once they arrest him, I can't touch him, so it doesn't make any sense for me to even go mess with that. So we'll head back over here to Paleto Bay and see if we can find something else to get into. And so you can see how chaos quickly erupts when we're running this. And I don't know, you know, I'm getting better and better at it. The other day I couldn't actually run anybody down as far as on foot. I figured out a trick on how to run in this game, and because again, I'm not a pro at any means at this. I'm new to the whole franchise thing because never did have a computer that would run the GTA stuff. So having that ability now is pretty cool, but it's a whole learning curve for me. And the controls are completely not what I'm used to running. Alright, so we'll ride on in here, and this is probably just going to be an unedited video. I'm just going to let it roll, let it go, so you guys can see exactly what goes on in this game and how it's played. And I'm going to make sure I got everything cleared out so that way I can get some call outs coming in. The AI police units are so funny. This guy's just driving slower than dirt.
Citizens report a suspicious person on Great Ocean Highway.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and take that call out. It's gonna be right up here in front of us. We're gonna end up needing to stop traffic here so that this one doesn't get... Oh, she's starting to run from us. Lady, what are you doing? Stop what you're doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my stun gun. That way if I have to shoot her, I can. Come on, come on, come on. Stop, stop, stop. Freeze. Oh, I didn't pull out the stun gun, did I? Alright, let's run her down. Freeze. Los Santos Sheriff's Department lady, stop running. Stop running or I'll shoot you again. I'm gonna tackle her. And I got her. Alright, so now I can put her into the arrest cycle.
Look at that. You made me pull out my gun.
What's your deal? Why are you running from me, lady? Alright, turn around. I don't even know why you ran from me, but because you did, you're going to have to turn around. Get down on your knees. Gonna go ahead and arrest you for evading. And we'll take you to the station. You can tell your story once we get you to the station. Alright. So follow me back to the police cruiser, lady. So once you do the arrest cycle on them, they'll just follow you back to the car. And they'll get in the back seat. And you can take them. I can put my gun away. I swear I was on my stun gun when I came out of the car, and I wanted to go ahead and put her down quick so she didn't run. And yeah, so that didn't work. Alright, so he's gonna open the back door for her to get in. I'll walk over here, watch her come over. Come on, slowpoke. I got traffic stop for everybody. There, she went ahead and blipped into the car. I'll go ahead and move that, and I can go ahead and release traffic. And I'll go ahead and get in my car myself, and I'll move on down the road, and we'll take her to the jail. And so the nearest jail is marked by the little bar signal on your map, and you just take them to wherever that is. That is going to be the Los Santos Sheriff's Department where we actually went on duty at. So we'll just take her down here, and that'll finish up with her. And then I'm going to have to make my way back over to the highway where we originally were. Actually, I can relieve. I got to do one little thing here. As soon as I can get on a straightaway. This will work right here. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. I had left a speed thing. There's a mod that I'm using that allows you to either stop traffic completely where you're at, which is nice because it cuts down on vehicles just running in and mowing everybody over, or you can limit the traffic to 20 miles an hour within that little blip. So when you see me hit the button and a little yellow circle comes up on the mini map, I'm actually slowing the traffic down to 20 miles an hour, or I'm putting up a roadblock to stop all the traffic coming in. And I had actually forgot to clear it over there, but I just remembered if I hit Control Shift I could clear it universally. Alright, so we're headed back over. Turn my lights back on. We're headed back over to the police department. We'll take this lady over here and let her be processed in. She can tell her story there at the office. But she's obviously up to something because she ran just as soon as we got there. And I'm going to run that red light. Alright, so to process her, we're just going to pull around to the back of the sheriff's department. We'll pull in here, we'll hit a trigger, and this guy will come up and beat the snot out of her. Here he comes. He'll grab her, jerk her out of the car.
I can't just let you take that.
Yeah, and she's gonna get beat. So apparently the script on that is something to the effect of, like, stopping somebody who stole a car. And, yeah. I really like this texture pack I put on these cars. I would prefer the, like I said, I prefer the green and white one that matches Escambia County, Florida. But the steps to put it in kind of scare me. I'd actually have to make another copy of my game before I do that. And I hate to do it because it's 60 gig.
Citizens report a civilian requiring assistance in Paleto Bay.
Alright, so we're going to respond to this. This is a non-extreme call. This is just a service call. Somebody's got a broken down vehicle. We'll run down here and fix that. And again, this is one of the call-outs that is, it's an extra mod that I've added in that gives you a little bit more variety into the game. So we'll bring it on down here. We'll find where this person's vehicle is at. And we'll respond to that. Looks like they're going to be right here. So I'm going to pull over here to the side, turn my lights on, and then I'll jump out and go check on this vehicle real quick. So the mod on this is pretty straightforward. You just come over here to the vehicle, you come to the front of it, and you hit Y on your keyboard. You'll examine the engine. Apparently, you're not only a police officer, you're a handy-dandy mechanic. You fix the engine. Oh, I forgot to change my name. Control scene is cleared, and I can resume patrol. Unfortunately, there's nobody around to claim this vehicle, and that's kind of a interesting scenario. What's up, dude? Out on his John Deere late at night. I don't know why I did the kung fu move there, but alright, so back into our car, and we'll be 10-8. Oops, except we jumped out of our car again. Again, I haven't mastered all the controls, so I do some pretty stupid stuff sometimes. Get out of the way of that dump truck. Oh well. He's gonna wait on me. I'm gonna go right down here because I did notice this abandoned vehicle sitting here when we came by it. So I'm gonna pull up behind it and see if there's something going on with it. So I'm gonna step out, check the vehicle, see if there's anybody in it. Keep my flashlight on. Nobody in the vehicle at this time. It's not parked in an area where it would be like going to anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the license plate real quick and see if that comes up. Anything with the vehicle. So I'll bring up police radios. I'm using Fincone's police radio, and I'll run for a plate check on that.
Citizens report a motor vehicle accident on Great Ocean Highway. Suspect's license plate 20 Henry Union Frank 168 no 1099.
Alright, well, nothing wrong on the vehicle. It's not stolen or anything, so we'll just go ahead and let it stay. Maybe they've gone over to the beach and didn't park in the appropriate parking area. We'd leave it a little note on the side of it to tell them to move it, but I think they'll be okay with it. Look, you can still see that dude still up there on the highway, and the helicopter's still with him. Seriously messed up. Alright, so we'll run back up here, and we'll just continue to patrol. See if we can find anything else going on. Is that vehicle just sitting on the side of the road there? It is. Sitting on the curb in front of the liquor store. Alright, we'll check this one too. You never know. I'll run that one real quick through dispatch. See what the 1028 is on it.
Target license plate 08 Boy Zebra Ocean 054 no 1099.
Alright, maybe it's broken down or something. Not stolen or anything else like that, so again, I'm just going to leave it be. I keep hitting the wrong button. Come on, dude. Just keep on rolling. Nothing to see here. Come on, I'm out of the way. Idiot. Alright, the day cycles in this are pretty quick, it seems. It goes from day to night pretty fast. Alright, so we'll patrol through the area one more time, see if we can take one more call, and then call this a video. But anyways, I'll get better at it as time goes by. I did want to just show you guys the basics of it, because again, I never see anybody start out and actually run the process of getting into the game.
Hello?
Most everybody just kind of, they're already in a car rolling, and they just start taking calls, and you don't actually see that. So if you are thinking about how to play the game, you have to kind of like, well, how do I actually get involved with this? Alright, so we're just going to continue to roll through here on patrol. We're checking, making sure everything's alright with all the businesses. No fights are going on or anything else like that. You know, it's the, not every bit of the job is glamorous, right? It's not all police pursuits. Though you can make it that way if you want to. So I gotta bone up all my 10 codes and my phonetics. And then I'll actually role play this pretty cool. Try to, you know, talk to everybody. Call out my, you know, do my calling my license plates and stuff like that. That's my game plan for it. But right now I'm just getting used to the gameplay. And, you know, I'll do some interaction with them. But as far as, you know, calling in the license plate numbers and everything else like that, that's probably not going to happen in right now. Was there a wreck right there?
Citizens report a suspect resisting arrest on a Great Ocean Highway.
Alright, so we'll take that call. We're going to blip up here. We'll make our U-turn right here. And we'll head down to the beach. And see what's going on down here. Call for air support.
We have units requesting air support. Over, not Chiliad.
Charlie 4 is airborne and headed to the scene.
Alright, so we got to get down here. From what I saw, it was down here on the beach. It looks like it's already gone though. Oh well. Some of these call-outs, you'll respond to them, and by the time you, I mean, they'll send you the call-out, but by the time you actually have the time to respond and get down to where they're at, they're already left the scene and you didn't actually get to them. Frodo and his dog. Which I don't see why there would have been an illegal street race down on the beach down here. But
Citizens report an assault on a civilian in Paleto Bay.
yeah. I see the helicopter down here. I'm gonna roll down here and see. She wouldn't be giving call outs though if it was still active, so yeah, there's nothing down here. Alright. Wonder if I can get back up on the highway right here. Oh, it looks like I can. If I nurse it up here. Awesome. Nice. Yeah, this is where it all started. I could have just jumped down there from here. But you never know that, you know, and you end up destroying your vehicle. Alright, so make sure I'm cleared out on that. We'll turn on our radar. I hate running traffic right here though, because you're going to run into town with them. The dump truck came back. Owner is wanted.
Citizens report an assault on a civilian on a Great Ocean Highway.
Everything's on Great Ocean Highway. Come on, car. You can see I'm trying to get behind this dump truck. Alright, so let's blip this guy. Because when I was running radar, it came back to the vehicle's wanted. Or the owner was wanted. So we're going to signal him to pull over. And we're going to get up behind him. Right here. I could probably signal him to pull forward, but I've been having bad luck with that. So I'm just going to approach the vehicle. And leave it right here. Alright, so I'm going to give him a little speech.
Good day.
Why am I trying to search the vehicle? Looks like I'm doing a hula dance. Alright, so ask for ID. And he's going to give me some ID. And we're going to get Jin Hazuka. Oh man, just shut up. I'm going to have to climb over a vehicle to get into my car. Jin Hazuka.
Wow.
Got to remember that name because we got to run that in our computer. Jin Hazuka. Alright, let's see what comes back on Jin Hazuka. Jin Hazuka, license is suspended, no active warrants. Alright, so suspended license, we're going to have to take him into custody.
Citizens report an assault on a civilian on,
let's go ahead and jump out here. I'm going to go ahead and get my stun gun ready because this guy will most likely run from us or try to run from us. And I'm going to go ahead and stop traffic real quick. So that is done. Traffic has been stopped, so that way I'm not going to get run over as we approach up here. I'm going to put my flashlight back up. And I'm going to approach the vehicle here. I'm going to go ahead and continue without an insult. I'm going to ask him to leave out of the vehicle real quick, and I'm going to step away so when I do pull a gun on him. Alright, sir, you have a suspended license. I'm going to take you into custody at this point. So,
This should be fun.
alright, so he didn't resist arrest. If you will, turn around and get your head. Kneel down on the ground for me. Thank you very much. And we'll move around here behind him. Once we get behind him, we can go ahead and arrest him.
citizens report a 503 in, Paleto Bay.
Alright, tell him to stand up. And we'll take him back here to the cruiser. Put him in the cruiser. And again, the mod's got all the traffic right now stopped so they don't move in. I found it nice to be able to use that.
Car nice and slow.
What is he doing? He's not going to come get in the car. If I get in the car, he should blip back into the car. What is he doing? Why did he not get into the car? Oh, did he get in the car? Now he's in the back of the car. Alright, cool. So now that he's in the car, I'm going to go ahead and call for the tow truck. Hopefully it's not going to tell me that I have to... This radio script's kind of funky. You got to be right up behind the vehicle to tow the vehicle, almost, it seems. So now if I hit that... You need to remove the driver first. Nothing works properly in this game. I'm going to go ahead and let traffic roll. I'm going to try one more time to call for a tow truck. And if it tells me you need to remove the driver first, I already have the driver removed. He's in custody in the car, so we'll just take him to the police station and drop him off. Alright, so good call on that one. And I don't know how to get my turn signal to turn off. I don't even know how it turned on. That's the one thing. There's so many commands like in the game that are used in LSPDFR that you go to type somebody's name or something, it turns your turn signals on and then you can't turn them off. And some of these guys who've been doing this for a long time, they know how to counter that, and I've really got to dig into it and figure out how I need to do to make sure all that happens. Alright, so we're going to run this guy in here to the police department for driving on a suspended license because he can't drive anymore. And we'll bring him in here and let him get the snot knocked out of him. And my spotlight is turned on. Alright, so this guy's going to say, get out. There we go. Kick. Oh, that's got to hurt. Alright guys, so we're going to wrap up this episode of LSPDFR. You know, it's a first try for me for recording videos on this. They'll get better, and I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways, and we'll do some more down the road. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like it if you did, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.